The last shoot of the year that we have is our 1 million BC shoot, where we set out something in the vicinity of 70 dinosaurs for people to shoot at, and it's really a big event. We have huge mammoths to shoot at, velociraptors, tyrannosauruses, triceratops,
and a crown jewel.
Huge animals, a woolly mammoth.
There you go.
Oh, this little boy shooting there was really something. He was there for one of on one of our outreach days, and his name is Zach, and his mother wanted him to learn how to shoot a bow. He's only 5 years old. Believe me, if you saw a lot of photos of him, he's like terminally cute little boy. But he was so happy. If you could have seen the smile on his face, you'd understand why I like teaching about archery.
Yes.
How do we become members?
The membership is very simple, but it requires a work on the part of people who want to become members. Basically, your obligations will be to come and work on the range and to keep it in good shape. Members accept the responsibility of doing work to maintain the trails, cut the lawns, haul debris, and do all the work, make targets, set up the bales, and do all the work necessary to maintain a 5-star archery range. The highest rating that the National Field Archery Association gives to ranges we have, and we like to maintain that. We're a nonprofit organization. We're open to the public at large. Anybody can join. There's a fee that is prorated over the years.
Hey, my name's Estelle Pereira, and I've been a member here of San Francisco Archers for about 8 years now. We teach archery to people on outreach programs, which is wonderful. A lot of work parties go on. We take care of the land we've been entrusted with. We have a lot of wildlife here. We see coyotes and bobcats. There are a bunch of deer that come out and eat back here on the range. There is no hunting allowed here at all. We have rabbits and quail. It's very pleasant out here, very pleasant, especially after a work week where you don't think anything can possibly go right. And you come out here and you pick up your bow and your arrows, and you just forget it all. It all falls away. And you're probably wondering if there are other women involved in this besides myself. There are. Believe it or not, ladies, male archers love it when women join them at the line. We have an outreach program, and I see a lot of moms, actually more than dads, bring their kids out here to enjoy the sport. People out here that start shooting at 8 or 9, and we have people out here that are shooting into their 70s and 80s, male and female. This archery range gives me an opportunity to pull everything together. I wouldn't trade this place for anything. This feels like home. It really does.
My husband came out here as a child at the rifle range and the archery range growing up. And when our children got old enough to learn how to shoot, we brought them out here. I'm Marina Hammock. My family and I have been members here for a little over 13 years. My mother-in-law, my husband Tim, my children Amber and Harley. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law have been members here for a while. I'm a teacher, a director of a before and after school program, and I bring my children out here from the program just to give them the opportunity to be outdoors, to see all the different animals and birds and the nature that's out here that most city kids don't get to see. And this has just been a big part of our life. My daughter's a sophomore in college and my son's a senior in high school now, and we still continue to come out here almost every weekend and barbecue with our friends. I don't know, we love it out here.
What you're seeing on the screen now is the outreach program that San Francisco Archers puts on the first and third Sunday of every month. The public is invited to come and use our equipment. It's basically free, although we do ask for donations. That's Nico shooting the bow right now, and he's shooting a compound bow, what's called the Mini Genesis bow.
No movement, just let go, nothing else moves.
I'm getting the hang of this one.
Well, that looked good.
The outreach program has been very successful for us. It's really nice to see families shooting. And it's one of the great joys of archery is that whole families can shoot together.
So we saw some beautiful pictures of the land, and you talked a little bit about setting up the field equipment. So tell me more about the stewardship of the for the environment and stuff. Tell me about that.
Well, the archery range is built on about 50 acres. It's big. We have about 77 targets that you saw with bales on them, those types of targets. But the rest of the Sharp Park area that the range is built on is pretty much what I want to call natural. Now, it's not all made up, of course, of indigenous species of plants and whatnot, but nonetheless, we don't tread over much of it. It's pretty natural. And so, you will come across every kind of wildlife, from chipmunks and squirrels through foxes of different types, and all sorts of birds, all types of, let's see, we have bobcats. I've even seen a mountain lion there. Others have at various times deer all over the place. It's just a great place to be. We like that aspect of the range. So we try to keep people, on the trails, leave the wildlife alone, leave the plants alone. We cut back what we have to have a safe shooting environment, but that's all we do.
Okay, great. So is there any upcoming events soon, like in the next little bit here?
Well, you've caught us right now at the end of our cycle. This is the end of the archery year. Right now we're in the midst of having elections. So our next event won't be until the middle of January when we have the Ken Brown cabin fever shoot.
Great. Okay. Fantastic. Well, I'd like to thank you both for coming in and teaching me how to shoot. And I'll have to come out to your outreach program, and I hope everyone else comes out and sees what they can do with their bow and arrow. I'd like to remind everyone we're on YouTube, so please see us there, as well as on your public station. Thank you. Thanks so much for coming in. That was fun.